Hello, good afternoon. This is Scott Fortunoff. How are you today? I'm the president of Studio E and Blank Quilting and the vice president of Henry Glass. And today I'm going to go through my monthly ritual. And basically what that is where I show you the lines that we shipped into quilt shops in the month prior. So this is my way of saying, hey, this line is now in stores. Go find it. Call your local store. Or wherever you buy your fabric, reach out to them and see if they have this new line. If they don't have it, of course, you could contact them and say, hey, I would love for you to get this line. And sometimes they will consider, sometimes they will not. It's totally their decision. If not, I'm sure you could find somewhere else where they have it. Hi, Lori, how are you? But one thing I always like to mention is that, the quilt shops only have so much capacity, so they cannot buy every single line. So if you if you live in the mountains and you'd like a coastal line, that's a little bit, outside of their normal base. So you would have to talk to them or try to find that elsewhere. Someone has it, and you could always reach out to me to find out who has it. So, hi everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. All right, so why don't I'm going to talk about a couple things quickly, and then I'm going to jump right into the lines. Today we have 5 lines from Henry Glass. We have a lovely flannel line called Folk Art Flannel from one sister, a Giotto Pia line, which is a basic, really fun, Smashing Atoms, which is a 108-inch line, a Spacewalk line, which is a celestial line, and, space, and then Spice Garden. Hey, Seth Heckler, where you been? And then for Studio E, we have 3 lines, a butterfly line called Butterfly Vortex, another space line, Lost in Space, and a horse line called Running Free. And then lastly, in Blank Quilting, we have Lake Effects, Pablo Picasso, a cat line, and Tropical Zone, which is an animal line with sloths and other animals like that. But before I get into that, I just want to mention a couple things. First off, if you were, last week, or actually it's probably 2 weeks ago already, we were at the International Quilt Market in Houston. And let me just explain that is different from the festival. The Quilt Market is where the vendors, like myself, fabric vendors, go, and we meet with shop owners, quilt shop owners, locally and worldwide, and we sell them our newest lines. After the quilt market is over, there is a festival, and that's more for consumers to go buy our fabrics from a local store or someone who's vending and travels to all these different shows. So what I will tell you is, as usual, I'm taking advantage of video. Video is where it's at for me. It's helped me to grow immensely. And quite frankly, I think I was super busy at this quilt market because I think video has helped me to, increase my business, my awareness. People are coming up to talk to me and, talking to me about what they're seeing on the videos, what we're talking about on the videos, and what I'm trying to achieve as a business owner, whether it's charity or helping the shop succeed or whatever the case might be. So if you didn't get to see the videos last week when I was at the quilt market, I did do several tours of the different booths, Free Spirit, Studio E, Blank Quilting, and then Larry Reichenberg, the president of Henry Glass, did a video of the Henry Glass booth, and Kristen Sapolsky, the CEO of Fabric Editions, did a video of her booth, which is 3 Wishes and Fabric Editions. But there was also, it was the 40th anniversary for the quilt market, so they had this beautiful quilt display up, and if you haven't seen this, you got to check it out on my page. I did as much as I could. It was funny, the comments weren't working, so I was feeling very insecure that no one was watching me, but in the end, the comments were working, and it was a super popular video, and there's some really amazing quilts, and I caught some great moments. There was one quilt it had like an ocean theme, and it was just blowing in the wind that was flowing in the door, and it really was just an amazing video. You could ignore most of what I say, which is me feeling insecure about no one watching the video, and just enjoy the beautiful quilts. And listen, when I get the opportunity to show you quilts, I always want to take that opportunity because I know how inspiring these quilts are to you. And it just shows you that you have the ability to, strive and thrive and do so great and make beautiful things if you just keep trying and practicing and learning and not being afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. So I will continue to bring those whenever I have the chance because I know you guys love them. But if you didn't get to see it, go check out my videos from a couple weeks ago and you'll catch a bunch of those. The Scott Sent Me Challenge. That is my challenge to get consumers to visit as many shops as possible outside of their comfort zone. That is still going. We're in the last month. November is the last month. I have great prizes. I saw one woman went to 78 quilt shops. Think about that. If everyone went to 78 quilt shops, our industry would be thriving. And that would be amazing. So this is just, you know, a microcosm, and each year this contest will get bigger and more people will get involved, and they'll see the prizes that I'm giving away, and more shops will embrace it and tell more people about it and just continue to spread the word. I always like to tell everyone, I'm only one person. I have 12,000 followers here. You know, we have followers on our other pages, and you know, without the help of everyone spreading the word, I'm only so good. So I try my best. We push the envelope, but I need everyone's help. And that goes for the whole industry. Our industry needs everyone's help. We're all in this together, whether you're a consumer, a shop owner, a vendor like me. We're all in this together to keep quilting alive and well and successful, and teach the younger generations and not let it fade away, because that would really be a horrible thing. But in the end, the Scott Sent Me Challenge is all about having fun. Getting out, when you're out with your family on the weekend, go into Google, say nearest quilt shop, and believe it or not, there's always a quilt shop near. So go check it out, have fun, get in the game, see what else is out there. There's tons of beautiful fabrics, and again, your shop cannot carry every one. So I promise you, you will find something else that inspires you at a different shop that you didn't know existed. So that's that. And then last, before we go into the lines, I wanted to tell you that my book is on sale. All the money, it's you could go to Amazon and look up Scott Fortunoff. It's an annotation of a bunch of my blog posts, and basically, you know, I have a bunch of those, and you could buy it there. It's like $18.99. All the money that I get from it is going to be used to buy more sewing machines for my sewing machine giveaway, where I give away machines for people suffering through hardship and tragedy in their lives. I actually am gearing up to start to give away machines again. I know it's that important time of the year where I would love to give away machines to people who are suffering, so they could have something good in their life for the holidays. It's especially, you know, that is an important time now. One other thing I want to mention, as for retailers who did a video for my challenge in August, which was where they did the shop tour, I am rewarding them all, anyone who has accepted a sewing machine, for them to give away locally. So what I achieve is two things. I have, you know, as opposed to when I give away the sewing machine, I just get random requests. These will be pinpointed requests to a local area, and someone will really get the machine who needs it, and this is awesome. It is also my way of telling all the other shops who did not do a video that look what you missed out on. You could have gotten a sewing machine from Scott that you could have given away, and you could have had an event, and you could have nominated someone, and you could have done something really good. You could still do that without getting a machine from me, but I would love for you to do a video next year and show the world your amazing quilt shop, so we could all enjoy it from our homes. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna move. All right, so I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna grab my drink because I'm getting thirsty. When you eat Moe's for lunch, it's very salty. All right, so hi again, it's Scott. I'm gonna start you off with Henry Glass Fabrics. And this one is called Folk Art Flannel. And I'm going to show you the cover. Folk Art Flannel. This is a 2-ply flannel. And again, this is double the construction of what we sell from our other company, which is A. Nathan, and which you could find in the chains and otherwise. So this is a really fluffy, warm, cozy, cuddly. It's really amazing, and it's really amazing in this kind of theme, you know, the woodland theme. Look how nice this quilt is. So this is the free project. This was designed by Denise Russell of the Quilted Brain, of the Pieced Brain, and I saw her again at Quilt Market. She's a lovely woman. She does great work. But here we go. Let's go. I'm going to show you the line. And as I always do, if you guys are doing videos, you got to get right up in there. Let everyone see it so they can almost smell it. Look at these animals. Look how cute they are. And this flannel is really sumptuous and nice. So you have your woodland animals. You have these little stars. And it's nice and brushed. And then you have these little mountains, nice plaid, kind of little simple print, little trees, and it says get outside. See? Get outside. And more trees and some triangle shapes. Yep, exactly. Fabric version of Smell-O-Vision. Very funny, Jackie Leader. And then we have more of the animals on the blue color. And these colors are super rich. Look at this. Raccoon is amazing. Hi, Tina. And then we have the triangles with the... Oh, this is upside down. It's still upside down. There you go. And then another beautiful plaid. These are great. But again, this is a printed plaid. It's not a yarn-dyed plaid. So that is definitely different, and you should know the difference. And printed means that it's just printed on a flat flannel cotton, as opposed to woven, where they weave the different colors, threads into the fabric. Then you have your trees, the other colorway of that map. This is really great. I mean, not a lot to it, but simple, soft. It's like fur. And then you have these trees, which are upside down again, and these little triangles. And then we go to this great orangey color. Look how fun this is. Really just rustic. You know, it's funny, people always talk about Henry Glass and, you know, what makes our companies different. And Henry Glass definitely has that primitive, dark, you know, color story, whether it's Kim Deal or One Sister or I'm sure there are others, but they're not coming to my brain right now. So there you have it. That is Folk Art Flannel. There's a free project, and I'll give you a little overview so you can see how it all looks together. Really nice. All right, next up. So I'm going to do a twofer here. This one's called Giotto Pia, and Giotto Pia is by Color Principle. And this is a 45-inch line, just a regular quilting line. But look how fun it is. Look at these colors. They're just vibrant, primary colors. Look at all these different geos. And then she went with a kind of more of a monotone gray. Oh, but look at the project. See the project? It looks very Art Deco, which is neat, if that's your thing. And look at this. I gotta open up one of these. So look at how fun this is. And then we have these shapes. Look at how three-dimensional it is. You kind of get right in there. It's almost like you're viewing the city from the sky in our little helicopter that we're flying on. And then you have it again in the black and gray. And then, let me pull this out. I can't hide this guy. These squares, these play tricks on your eyes. They go in and out. Look how neat that is. That reminds me of that Q*bert game when I was a kid. And then you have these, let's call them stripes or chevrons. And then you have these fun circles. Very cool. And then you just have these flat lines. But so what the other thing is, so the same designer, she designed a 108 line. I don't have any fabric. For some reason, they didn't have them. I guess they either didn't get the samples or something. But so she did a twist on this, and she named it Smashing Atoms. This is a 108-inch line. And again, all of our 108-inch is printed on the same 60 square quality cotton. That's the construction of the fabric. These are 18-yard bolts because typically our customers buy 3 yards at a time, or the consumers, sorry, let me rephrase, they buy 3 yards at a time, so that would be 6 cuts of 3 typically, or they could buy it a different way. And these are the 108-inch. And we're printing all of our 108-inch in Pakistan. There's nothing on the back, sorry, no free project. All of them are printed in Pakistan. That's the best place we found. Some people do it in China, but you know, China with the tariffs now, we don't want to do that and have to gouge everyone with the prices because that's really not what we want to do. So that's a good thing. All right, let me take a breath and a drink, and we can move on. So here you have Giotto Pia and Smashing Atoms. You can see it. Look at just how bright and fun. This is great for kids. I mean, if you have young kids, this is all them. All right. So I mentioned we had 2 space lines. This one is Space Walk by Shelly Comiskey. And Shelly Comiskey is an illustrator. So she does, you know, like gift cards and all kinds of different licensing stuff. But she's truly amazing. She's been with us for a very long time. She's a doll. And this is her line. It's a space line called Space Walk, and this is a quilt that was designed by Heidi Pridemore. And then I'm going to show you the stripe. We'll start with the stripe. It looks so real when you're just floating down. Nice stripe. Yep, this is a good one for boys and men. And then here we go. Let me show you. I haven't showed you selvage. The flannel, I guess, didn't have selvage. And I'm not going to go back to the other one. I'm not going to deal with that. But look at how cool. We got Space Shuttle Selvage. I say that could be a winner for us today. Very nice. And as you know, as I always like to tell you guys, in Korea, we could only print 18 different colors. So on the Space Shuttles, or whatever the selvage mark is, you're never going to find more than 18 colors. If it is more than 18 colors, it'll have to be done digitally. And in that case, they do not have a color window like that. So that is your selvage. Let's check it out. Very fun. So here we go. So now we have these little blocks. And these blocks are probably like 2 inches by 2 inches. I'm just kind of taking a trying to eyeball it with all the different planets. And then you just have this fun coordinate with all the planets, just good color. It's funny, when I saw Kay Fassett speak recently at one of his lectures, and he was saying, you know, to him, it's not about what the image is in the fabric. It's just about the color, which is actually pretty interesting. If you take the image out of the equation, you just have color and shapes and different things, which is a different, very interesting way to think about it. Yes, so this is good. So hey, Murray Clarkson. So one of the things I've done is, you know, in my endless attempt to bridge the gap between consumers, the people on this page for the most part, and shop owners, I have encouraged shop owners to come on while I'm doing these videos and say, hey, Scott and Scott's fans, this is XYZ Quilt Shop, and we actually bought this line. And Murray Clarkson right here from Arizona Quilts is saying it right there. So Murray, I'm assuming is a he. Sorry, Murray. Murray is telling everyone that he has this fabric in his shop, and if you want to contact him, you could contact Arizona Quilts. If Murray was smart, he's going to either put his email, phone number, website, or something up there. So if you like this line and you want to get it, Murray's your go-to. Nice job, Murray. All right, so let's keep going. So next up, so let's just wrap that up. That was Spacewalk by Shelley Comiskey. You have this, you have that, and you have that. And I know we have it at Arizona Quilts, right, Murray? All right, so next up, Spice Garden. This is by Mary Jane Carey. She's a lovely woman. I didn't see her at Quilt Market. But, you know, it's funny. I'm looking at all these lines, and they're all dark and whatever. That, you know, the other ones were bright. But then you get to this, and you just look at this. It's like, just so nice, soft, calm colors. I mean, look at how nice these are. This is like what I remember growing up. And my dad, you know, when I'd come into the office and we'd have all these different designs that we use for pajamas. And it was these beautiful flowers like this. Oh, see that, Murray? They want your contact. So again, just beautiful flowers, old school, just lovely. Look how nice these are. And it's just, and one thing, when I laid all the fabric out before I came here, before I started the video, I felt the fabric and it just feels so good. The quality out of Korea is really so nice and it's really spectacular. And it's not like a lot of these other countries that are just not as nice. And the printing is so crisp. That's why I like to get right up in there so you could see all the details. But look at these look at this limey green. Oh, it looks terrible on my screen. I hope it looks better to you. But this is like a beautiful lime green, like a key lime pie. The lighting is terrible. I don't know. Do you guys see that? But it is beautiful. You have to see it in person. And this one too looks creamy to me on my phone, but it's like a lime, lovely yellowy, light lime, really sweet. So that's the free project. And this one is by Mary Jane Carey, designed this by herself. And she's from Holly Hill Quilt Designs. And here we have more. So this is like a minty green. And look at this, just plaid with these little, hash marks. Really nice little pieces of holly on this green ground. And then look at this orange, just like it's like a sherbet color. Really orangey pink, really nice. I hope it looks better for you. All right, Kathy, good, awesome that you're here. Don't tell the kids, maybe they'll want to watch. All right, so right now we are on the border. This is the Studio E border. So now we're done with Henry Glass. And I'll give you a quick overview. We did the Holly Hill designs for Mary Jane Carey, the Spacewalk by Shelley Comiskey, Smashing Atoms, and Giotto Pia by Color Principle. And then we have Folk Art Flannel 3 from One Sister Designs. And I'm going to get my drink. All right, so as I said, we're now on the border. And now we're in Studio E land. So Studio E land today, we are starting with Butterfly Vortex. This is a house line by Studio E. Hi, Monique. And this is the free project. These stained glass window type of quilts have been super popular. We've been getting a lot of requests for that. And this one is by Heidi Pridemore. Heidi Pridemore is from the Whimsical Workshop. She's great. She does a lot of our free projects. She actually did a schoolhouse for us at Quilt Market. And as I mentioned in the beginning about Quilt Market, one of the things that they do is they have schoolhouses. And schoolhouses are basically classes that are offered and sponsored by companies like mine to teach quilt shop owners certain things about a new line, about a new tool, about a new class, about a new contest, about a new program. So those are really interesting, and they're great to see. I enjoyed many of those from my team members. So here, this is Butterfly Vortex. And let's see, the selvage is blue, but it was cut off. The selvage is butterflies, but it was cut off, so I'm sure it gets more beautiful as the colors get away from the blue and you get to the yellows and the reds, but I only got a small piece, so gotta take what you get. Let's see, maybe it's down here. Ask and you shall receive. So as I said before, not going to be more than 18 colors here. That's the most that we can print in Korea. So we have the line name, Butterfly Vortex by Studio E, 100% cotton, our website, our pattern, and then the selvage. So look at this. So now we have these beautiful florals, these large butterflies. You know, it's funny, we always veer away from large, but I think as we've gotten more and more into the business, we've been doing some larger things, for better or for worse, and some smaller. These are great. Look at this. Look at the detail in there. As I mentioned before, it's just amazing how advanced the printing has gotten, and it's only been better. By the way, as you know, I do a lot of videos on my @Jaftex President Facebook page, but I did want to mention that I'm on Instagram at Scott_Fortunoff. Not very popular there, but working on it. But also, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm not sure what my address is, but if you go to scottfortunoff.com and click on YouTube, there's a little link on the top, and you could see my YouTube page. We take a lot of the videos and put them there. So instead of fishing around my Facebook page, you could go right to YouTube and watch them there. So like when a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, my brother was in South Korea visiting the print mills. He did all these great videos. I showed them piecemeal, but we put them all together, and you can now go watch it in one sitting, and it's actually very interesting. So that is Butterfly Vortex. You get the point. Breathe, Scott. All right, here we go. Yes, Tina, exactly. All right, so this is the next one, Lost in Space. This is by Charlotte Fultz. Charlotte Fultz has definitely been gaining momentum for Studio E. She's very prolific, lovely woman, and she's doing nice work for us. So let's see, this is Lost in Space, and this is the free project, and it uses the panel. And this is a 24-inch panel, and as I always like to tell you, our panels are either 24 inches, which is 2/3 of a yard, or they're 36 inches, which is a full yard. This selvage isn't bad, nothing special, but just kind of shines anyway. And there you sit. So, give you the full view. And then it has all these fun, really juvenile, like this would go great with that Henry Glass Giotto Pia line or Smashing Atoms. Look at these funny characters. Yep, so Studio, you know, as I said before, Henry Glass is more the primitive, rich, sophisticated florals and, you know, basic kind of Kim Deal, you know, ditsies. And, you know, I would say Studio E is more novelty, kind of more known for our novelty. But we don't like to be pigeonholed. We like to have a variety, because when you know, we'd rather appeal to more people than less. And here's your stripe. Let me open this up a little. Fun stripe. I mean, look at these guys. You know, but happy. It's not scary. It's happy and fun. And totally, if you're a kid, this is good stuff for you. So there you have it. Lost in Space. All right, for all you horse people, I don't know, is there a word for horse lover? I'm sure there probably is. But here we go. This one is called Running Free. And this one is by Kathleen Hill. And this line has really been doing well. And we have another one coming up probably with the January release. If you're a horse person, you could look forward to that. So then we have the panel, and this is a 24-inch panel. Look at that beautiful horse. I'm going to call it a stallion, but I'm not positive. I'm assuming it is. And then you have, look, great selvage. Not only is the selvage great, but it looks like the horses are running. Look at how fun that is. And again, there's not going to be more than 18 horses there. Equestrian, good word, Jennifer. Thank you. That was a good one. And then we have this, I guess you'd call this a stripe, but it has blocks. So this is really functional. You could cut out these squares. You could cut strips out of these, you know, as these, you could strip that. You know the words I'm thinking of. Horses, yes, Victoria. And then you have, again, the horses running. Here, look, they're running from here, and they're running around the wall, around the corner, and right over there. So here we go. So then you got the packed horses, you have a lovely paisley, a plaid, the horses running on the beach, the horses on the plaid and blue, horses running through the water. I mean, look how awesome that looks. You could just see the water and the horses jumping and the muscles. It's so amazing. And then in these little 1, 2, I guess these are hexagons, I don't know. Hexagon shapes with horses, more of the paisley, another paisley. Just really nice, elegant, sophisticated horse line with some gray paisley too. And then last but not least, we have these blocks. These blocks are probably around maybe 10 inches by 10 inches. And then you could strip this and use that, or you could cut out the blocks and use them, piece them around. Yep, you guys liking this? A lot of horse people, I guess. All right, so there you go, running free. We got the horses. All right. Good. Glad to hear that. All right, so next up, how did I end up without a card? All right, so I didn't end up with a card, but as I always say, you know, got to just deal with what you got. So if you're missing something, you got to deal with it. So this one is called Lake Effects, and it's everything lake. Really fun. Lodgy, lakey. Look at these. So we got your acorns. We got your little berries, your pine cones. Look at these great deer playing within the berries and the beautiful trees. And then we have, what are these called again? I always forget. Can't remember. But all right, and then look at these. I love these. Look at these little guys in the square. And this fabric feels so nice. This could be for a man's pajamas or shirt. Really nice looking animals. And then you get right in here with the whole scenic and some words tossed in there. You guys like words in your prints, or you don't like words? Let's see a heart if you like words. I always kind of think a word is a reason maybe to not buy a line, because it might not be the word that you want. Yes, Tina, cattails. Yes, you guys are good. You guys are really good. And then look at this, the scenic cattails. Yes, yes. You love words, Tina. Yeah. When we spell them right, it's good. You love words. Huh, okay. And then here we have the blocks. So this one, whoever did this one didn't do anything crazy on the selvage, but did a nice job on the line. And this line is by Emma Leach. I don't think I mentioned that because I just came to my brain. But all these different animals. And these, again, look like, these might be 10 by 10 blocks, maybe 12 by 12. And there you have it. So that is Lake Effects by Emma Leach. And you got it. All right, so let's see. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So that was the horses was the end of Studio E, and now this was blank. I should have put the, I needed to put up a ribbon. So make believe that ribbon's up there. And now we're going into the home stretch, people. So we did that one, and now we got Pablo Picasso. And for some reason, I didn't end up with a color card for this one. But for starters, I don't want to turn my computer upside down, but I would say this is a pretty good selvage. Look at those cute cats. Really cute. This could be the best one. So this one's called Pablo Picasso with the cat in it. It's a play on words. Get it? Ha ha, catso. So this is fun. Primary, you know, there's a lot here today that could go together, mixing amongst the companies. Nothing wrong with that. And going back to mention Kaffe again, Kaffe is not only about selling Kaffe's fabric. Kaffe is just about finding the right fabric and encouraging people to quilt. And this is like me too. I'm not encouraging, yeah, I'd love people to buy our fabric and only our fabric, but I know that's not realistic, and I want the industry to thrive. It's about the long term and not the short term. So I know over time we will get our share of business, and as our business grows, we will continue to get more market share. But I just want the industry to succeed and be successful. I know that we'll come along with the ride and get our fair share and stuff like that. So let's look at the print. So you have the pack cats. You have a nice dot. Still suffering from my post-quilt market cold that I get every year. Thank you very much. You got your paw prints. nice dot. The, forgot what this is called, your palette, I guess. Your paint palette. Cat faces, paws, and then you got your stripe. And that is Pablo Picasso. All right, awesome. So last but not least, we have, this one is called Tropical Zone. This one's funny. A friend of mine follows me on Instagram, and he's always commenting about the quilts, and he calls them blankets, you know, typical New Yorker guy calling a blanket. But his son loves sloths, so I got him some sloth fabric that I sent to his house. So sloths are hot. I mean, this one did really well. Tropical Zone. So we got the sloth. Let's see if there's a selvage. Selvage is nothing special, but pretty nonetheless. Just some little flowers. And then we have these little blocks. It's funny, I like the way they put some are in the squares. Like this one's in the square, and then these are just out in the open. Very clever, kind of neat, fun. You could fussy cut those, and then the squares you could cut out. I'm really getting the lingo down, guys. I gotta tell you, after almost 15 years, I'm getting the fussy cutting, the stripping, all that stuff. Getting it all down. Fat quarters, jelly rolls, stuff like that. So here we go. Fun tropical animals. We got our little toucan. Very cool. And then we have these tonal leaves. I love these. These are fun. And these could go with anything. High barb tortulo. And then we have a nice stripe. And then we got all sloths all day, all the time. Yes, layer cakes. We got a ton of lingo I'm using. The feet. I got it all. Getting it all down. Learning. It only took 15 years. But Rome was not built in a day. Hey, Jane Hall Hinrichsen, how are you? All right, so let's see. Let me just do a reverse. So this is Tropical Zone. I'm going blank first. I'm going to reverse it, strike that, reverse it, so you could see it. And again, this is Scott Fortunoff. I'm the president of Studio E and Blank Quilting. I am the vice president of Henry Glass, and today I showed you all the lines that Henry Glass, Studio E, and Blank Quilting shipped out to quilt shops last month. This is my wake-up call to you to say, hey, I like that line. I got to go get it before it's all gone. Call your local quilt shop, have them get it. Some quilt shops are actually on this video saying that they have the line. Reach out to them. They're making an effort. They're trying to bridge the gap and trying to, help you out so you could get something that you see right away. There's nothing better than instant gratification. You could just call up, hey, this is Scott. Is this Arizona Quilts? I'd love to buy that line. Send me, half yard of the whole collection and put it on my credit card. Boom. And then you have it in a couple days. So this is Lake Effects by Emma Stone. That's the end of Blank Quilting. Then we have Running Free, which is a horse line. And this is by, Kathleen Hill. And then you have some stuff on the floor that's a little messed up. Then we have Lost in Space. And that was by Charlotte Fultz. More of Studio E. And then the last of Studio E is Butterfly Vortex with these beautiful butterflies and this window pane panel, which is really great. And then this butterfly stripe. And then we hit the border and we go out of Studio E land into Henry Glass land. This is Spiced Garden by Mary Jean Carey. Really fresh sorbet, sherbet kind of colors, beautiful flowers. And then we go into the Spacewalk quilt. This is Spacewalk by Shelley Comiskey, who is an illustrator. This is the stripe. These are the blocks. And then we go into a 108 line called Smashing Atoms. And then into Giotto Pia, which is a 45-inch line, which is fun, bright, geometrics, really a lot of fun to play with. And then lastly, we have our 2-ply flannel line by one sister called Folk Art Flannel. Really fun, fluffy. And, listen, there's no better time than now to get some flannel and make those pajamas or whatever it is. So let's see what we got. Whew. All right, so if anyone has any questions, you could shoot them out now. Let's see. I did not plan any giveaways, but I guess I could give away a book. Jennifer, you have any questions? No, that's too hard. Let's see. Let's see what I could ask you. Something that you all know, maybe. Let's see. All right, here's an easy one. No, that's not fair. Let's see. Oh, no. Giveaways, yes. Great job, man. Love the new lines. Thank you. Oh, I can't think of a question. Jen, you got a question for me? Come on. All right. Let's see. All right. I don't know. I got no questions. Let's see. All right. I'll just do the question that I had, which is really unrelated. But what is and the first person whose answer shows up on my page will get the prize. It'll be my book. I'll sign it to you. I will sign it for you and send it to you. But here we go. Let's see. The gold and black one, watercolor. Okay. Yes, I enjoyed Texas. Thank you. It was nice. Quilt market was good. I was busy. No one's going to know your baby's name, Jennifer. All right, so here it is. But I don't really want to do a free spirit question. So that's kind of annoying, and I don't want to waste too much more time. So I'll give you a lobber. Studio E has a line. Oh, let's see. Studio E has a line of basics of shot cottons. What are they called? And you have to get it spot on. Studio E has a line of shot cottons by a designer whose name is similar to the name of the line. And if you get the question right, you could get a free book, and I will sign it for you. If you win, you need to email me at scott@jaftex.com. Katie Wyatt actually knows your baby's name, so that's good. Go you, Katie Wyatt. Katie Wyatt, if you email me, scott@jaftex.com, I will send you a book because I'm impressed. Gail McAvoy, Moda Shot Cottons. So I would say you're warm, but the fact that you use the word Moda on a Jaftex page is a no-no. That is wrong, but you're warm. I will give you that. Good try. I'll give you a B for effort. So if you want a free book, yes, there you go, Jackie Leader. Jackie Leader, send me an email, scott@jaftex.com, include your address, and say you won the peppered cotton question, and send me a book, please, and give me your address. So Katie Wyatt, you can too, and I will send you a book as well, and I will sign it to you as well. Diane, you're late, but sorry. And Tina, you're wrong. I love you nonetheless. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Let's see what else we got going on. So we got Scott Sent Me is finishing at the end of this month. There'll be news on that on December 1st. The winners, maybe some other news on that front. In December, like last year, I will be giving away Hanukkah gifts. Last year, I think I did 10 days of Hanukkah. I'm going to do that again. I actually, if you looked the other day, I had a really popular post that was the box that the Free Spirit mailman accidentally shipped me with tons of pre-cuts. I actually was just laying them out on the table to take an inventory to show everyone all the great stuff that I have to give away. And listen, I'm not using these stuff. I'm giving them away as gifts. If you're nice to me, if you answer a question, if you're doing something that's spectacular or something that catches my eye, or you're teaching a kid how to quilt, or you're taking care of someone, or doing some sort of charity, those are the things I want to see. And I am going to be asking soon. I am having the people in my office clean up. We have a lot of samples and things to give away, and I want to get those into the hands of your favorite charity. So get psyched. Hang out with me here. We got the last 2 months of the year of 2019, and we got to make it strong and start off 2020 strong as well. So with that, people, peace out from Gotham Quilts in New York City. I thank them for letting me use their space. If you're ever in Manhattan on 37th Street between 5th and 6th, you could come to Gotham Quilts, and maybe if you hit me up, I will come and say hello. I do not really sew. My son is sewing a little bit, and he's doing great and making me proud. So that's all, everybody. Love you guys. Have a great week. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.